Good morning, everyone. I'm David Adams from the Board of Trustees of the Monte Vista Unitarian Universalist congregation. We're in for a treat today, as you can tell, because our choir and our music director have a wonderful holiday program for us. But before we get there, just a few announcements. So our blanket drive is ongoing. If you have a lightly used blanket with which you can part, that would mean a lot to an unhoused person in our community. It's getting pretty chilly at night now. So anyway, donations go in the box labeled blankets out there in the foyer. Christmas Eve, believe it or not, is 2 weeks from today. Just remember that on Sunday the 24th, we will have our special annual Christmas Eve service, and that will be at 5 p.m. No morning service that Sunday, just the evening service. Another quick reminder, our restructuring task force will be hosting a series of focus group meetings. That's going to be coming up every Sunday in the month of January. And those will be held after the service. And that's an opportunity for us to talk about the proposed, the blueprint for reorganization that our task force has developed. So for more information about that, take a look at the Thursday announcements. After the service today on the patio, John Schmalstig is going to give a demonstration of chair yoga. And he assures me this is not a workout, it's just a demonstration. But hang out on the patio and work out all your pre-holiday tensions with some yoga. Okay, now, I'm going to pause for 1 second. Grab my little hard hat, and we need a drum roll because, ta-da, we have raised $25,000 to repair our roof. And I went back and looked, actually, and it was September 24th when we set up Debbie's model church there, and we all put on our hard hats. So we raised that money in about 2.5 months, which is really got to be a record. I mean, so congratulations to all of us. And with that, I'll turn things over to Reverend Maggie Yenoki.
Wow. Congratulations and thank you to each and every person. That's so incredible. We open our service every week with a ringing of the bowl, but today, let's do a little different. We'll have a ringing of the jingle bells. We ring them 3 times, honoring yesterday, celebrating today, and awaiting tomorrow. For the ancestors and those founding members of our congregation whose vision brings us here 71 years later. We ring it for the Tongva and other indigenous peoples who first called this land their home. We honor their culture, we honor the traditions that they treasure, many of which have been lost due to colonization. But we ring it for them. Thank you. We ring it once for those of us here and now. For all of us gathered here, for those joining us online, and we greet you and welcome you and send you our love. We feel your presence here. And for our staff, for those who are visiting, for our friends and sustaining members, for our partnership congregation in the Philippines, and for all who support and illumine this beautiful spiritual journey that we're on together. And we ring it one more time for those who will come, for all who will find safe belonging here among us and make MVUUC their spiritual home in the days ahead. Lily? Got to clear you a path. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. The chalice is the container, the space where musicians and the listeners gather. The oil is the fuel, the hours of practice, and the life experiences of everyone in the room. The wick is the instruments and vocal cords through which the music will flow. And the flame, oh, the flame, is the music which is created as if by magic. When the instruments are lifted, the breath is inhaled, and the downbeat is nodded. May this flame ignite the music in all of us.
I invite everyone to stand for our opening congregational song. It's number 225 in our Singing the Living Tradition hymnal, O Come, Emmanuel. We do have the lyrics on the screen. We're going to roll right into Spirit of Life.
Oh,
'Twas the night before Yuletide, and all through the glen, not a creature was stirring, not a fox, not a hen. A mantle of snow shone brightly that night as it lay on the ground, reflecting moonlight. The fairies were nestled all snug in their trees, unmindful of flurries and a chilly north breeze. The elves and the gnomes were down in their burrows, sleeping like babes in their soft earthen furrows. When lo, the earth moved in a thunderous quake, causing chairs to fall over and dishes to break. The little folks scrambled to get on their feet, then they raced to the river where they usually meet. What happened, they wondered, they questioned, they probed, as they shivered in night clothes, some bare-armed, some robed. What caused the earth shudder? What caused her to shiver? They all spoke at once as they stood by the river. Then what to their wondering eyes should appear but a shining gold light in the shape of a sphere? It blinked and it twinkled, it winked like an eye, then it flew straight up and was lost in the sky. Before they could murmur, before they could bustle, there emerged from the crowd with a swish and a rustle a stately old crone, with her hand on a cane, resplendent in green with a flowing white mane. My name is Gaia, the old crone proclaimed, in a voice that at once was both wild and tame. I've come to remind you, for you seem to forget, that Yule is the time of rebirth, and yet I see no hearth fires, I hear no music or bells, the air isn't filled with rich, fragrant smells of baking and roasting and simmering stews, of cider that's mulled, or other hot brews. There aren't any children at play in the snow or houses lit up by a candle's glow. Have you forgotten, my children, all of the fun of celebrating the rebirth of the sun? She looked at the Fey folk, her eyes going round as they shuffled their feet and they stared at the ground. Then she smiled the smile that brings light to the day. Come, my children, come, let's play. They gathered the mistletoe, gathered the holly, they threw off the drab and drew on the jolly. They lit a big bonfire and they danced and they sang. They brought out the bells and they clapped when they sang. They strung lights on the trees and the boughs, oh so merry, in colors of cranberry, bayberry, cherry. They built giant snowmen, adorned them with hats, then called in the snowbirds and snowcats and bats. Then just before dawn, at the end of their fest, before they went homeward to seek out some rest, the Fey folk, they gathered round their favorite oak tree, and they welcomed the sun neath the tree's finery. They were just reaching home when it suddenly came. The gold light returned like an arrow-shot flame. It lit on the treetop. They could see from afar. The golden-like sphere had returned as a star. The old crone just smiled at the beautiful sight. Happy Yuletide, my children. And she whispered, good night. As we continue to live into our wish to be known as a caring community, we celebrate our shared compassion for those friends, relatives, neighbors, and animals who are in need of good care in these tender, tender times. And our congregation has chosen to create an opportunity. Keep going, okay. We as a community have chosen an opportunity to give our generous care as we gather our undesignated offerings and split them 50-50 with a local charity that's pre-selected by the justice team and approved by our board. For the month of December, the undesignated offerings that we gather will be shared with Cain's Cupboard, our animal ministry that's tended by Catherine Marie Mayfield and Cynthia Hume. 100% of all financial contributions to Cain's Cupboard are directly reaching animals in need. There are no administrative costs for Cain's Cupboard outside of the bookkeeping records that Tracy keeps for the receiving of our donations and the disbursement toward animal care. So in loving gratitude, we thank the Justice Coordinating Committee for their thoughtfulness in selecting Cain's Cupboard as our Share the Plate recipient for December. So all of the offerings that are received and not designated to fulfill your pledges or for other fund drives, which we don't have any other fund drives anymore, thanks to all of you that we finished our roof. Oh, that's just so exciting. So it is with deep gratitude for the many gifts that we all bring to this community, our time, our talent, and our treasure, that our offering will now be given and received. I invite those in the sanctuary to please come forward with your generous offerings for the basket as we listen to a beautiful offertory by Lily and Maggie. So we'll start off our joys and sorrows with a lot of joy. So thank you. Thanks, Maggie. And Lily, of course. So our joys and sorrows is a time of sharing shine and shadow. It's a time when we talk together about some of the things in our lives that we want others to know about. People can understand us a little better, and sometimes we're not good at talking one-on-one, so we just want to let the congregation know things through this element of our liturgy every Sunday. I do have a mix and quite a few things here that I want to make sure I touch on. Number one, I'm sorry, but Shohei Ohtani, he's coming to the Dodgers. Yeah! My household is very happy about that, as I'm sure yours is as well. I have a joy from Jill Rigel, and this will be for everybody to know that her friends are here. Tina, Linda, Kay, and Debbie. And Linda, wherever you are. It is a great joy for Jill and for all of us to have you with us today. Thank you for being here. One great concern is the storms that hit the Southeast, the heart of our country last night. They're still trying to figure out exactly what the damages were and how, if anybody was harmed. But they did hit an area where we have a UU fellowship. This note is from Alan and Letha, who said there were asked for our thoughts and prayers for Clarksville, Tennessee. We have a UU fellowship there. We're unsure if anyone there was harmed or damaged, but it also says it serves those posted at Fort Campbell, and we don't know if our fellowship was impacted in any way. Jimmy Grissom has a request that he just typed out to me really quick. He has had some wonderful caregivers over the last couple years, I think, and they have been in the U.S. serving as home care providers for so long, but they have decided to retire and return to their home in the Philippines to go live with their people. So we do pray for their safe journey, and also that they can have a reward for all of the giving that they offered so well for so long. Our dear friend in our CUPS group, Fiona McMillan's daughter, is a student at UNLV. She was on her way to campus when she got the active shooter alert on her phone and turned around. But she called her mom crying. So Fiona asks that we pray for everyone, and we do. We do. But she was just, her daughter was just minutes away from campus when she got the message, so. Oh, back to Jimmy Grissom. Sorry, I have you in my notes here. Maybe he doesn't know about this one. But he, this week, attended orientation at Cal State San Bernardino as he gets ready to start working on his bachelor's degree and then his master's in music. Yeah. I put here in my notes, he is energized by his promise to Maddie Scully that he would do this. So he will do it. He will do it. Julie Steinbach sent a request that we also pray for the family and loved ones of Judith Favor, if some of us here know her. In the last several decades, Judith was a Quaker, but early in her life, she was a member of the UU Church in Chico. She has also spoken here several years ago. So Julie says that hers was a life most well and fully lived, and she will miss her dearly. So we hold Julie with the family. A little difficult one. This one's really hard. And we all feel the weight of trying to carry so much and to be open and curious about how we should lean in whatever might be a controversial topic. But when it comes to this just hurts everybody's heart. This message is from Patty El Zatma, and she had these words on her Facebook. So because she is connected with us and has asked that I share in those who are praying for her family, her husband Shaki's nephew was killed this week by the Israeli military. He went to a school where his family was living because their apartment had been destroyed. And he just wanted to help them out by charging their batteries so they can have simple comforts. But there was another male who was alleged to be a Hamas member who was riding by on a bike, and the Israeli military hit him with a rocket and killed at least 4 others who were walking by at that exact moment. Patty says, Mustafa danced in my wedding. And when he was 5 years old and introduced me to all his favorite sweets, he loved to laugh, and he was jovial and lighthearted with a smile that lit any room. I watched him grow up, go to college, get married, and start a family of his own. His baby girl isn't even 6 months old. This war has taken a light from our family, like 15,000+ others. She says, rest in peace, my beautiful nephew. I hope your death will not be in vain. Sometimes world events like that come very close. This one has. So thank you. Thank you for holding Patty and her family and everyone. It hurts everywhere right now. So I have a prayer. It's called A Winter Blessing. It's written by Rebecca Ann Parker. She's a UU minister. She was also the president of Star King School for the Ministry for a time. And she writes beautifully. In the shadowed quiet of winter's light, earth speaks softly of her longing, because the wild places are in tears. Come, she cries to us, kneel down here on the frosty grass and feel the prayer buried in this ground. Bend your ear to my heart and listen hard. Love this world, she whispers. Distill peace from the snow and water the cities with mercy. Weave wonder from the forests and clothe grief with beauty. Rest in the rhythm of the turning year and trace the bending arc, rounding the curve toward justice, and vow anew to do no harm. The winter trees stand watch, haloed in the last gleams of the slanting sun. glory sings here. Heaven echoes the call, repeat the sounding joy. So may we each make our lives an answer. Bow, praise, rise.
We're going to sing together, number 235, Deck the Hall, and then we will do Jack the Frost after that. A little change of program.
Does everybody want to stand to sing this? No? All right. Those that feel moved may, but please join the choir in singing it. Our reading today comes from poet John Rodell. This one is titled, Hope is Quieter. Hope is often so much quieter than fear. Sometimes hope is the whisper between our screams. Hope is the nearly inaudible sound of your tears drying on the rosebud of your cheek. Hope is the hushed wind passing through tall Wyoming pines. Hope is the noise of you softly exhaling while looking for God in the mirror. Hope is the sound of stars winking at us from across the cosmos. Hope is the babbling river. Hope is the snoring baby. Hope is the thumping heartbeat. Hope is the sound of butterfly wings moving in the spring. Hope is the gentle scratching of a flower as it claws its way out of the earth to sunbathe. But hope is never loud. Hope is never fussy. And hope is never announced. In fact, you might miss hope's arrival if you're not listening for it, because hope is more piano than it is saxophone. Hope is humble. Hope is stealthy. Hope doesn't wear a name tag. Hope is so silent, but that's what makes hope so powerful, because it can surprise us at a moment's notice. But hope is always present. It's the beat between music notes. It's the pucker before the kiss. It's the deep breath before the eulogy. Hope is the quiet voice that endlessly is begging us not to surrender to the crawling shadows. The voice of hope is always saying the same thing: hold on, my love, hold on. Yet, if you give it a moment of silence, you'll find that hope is a real chatterbox, and it won't stop talking to you. If you get it started, hope is quietly everywhere, even in places where you don't expect to find it. It's in your blood. It's in your wrinkles. It's in your grief. Hope is relentless amid the noise of this clanging world. So just listen. I swear, my loves, if you just listen to the murmuring hope that surrounds you, I swear it's all you'll hear, and you'll never give up again. Let's all stand and join them in our sending song, Joy to the World. Let's all read in unison our benediction for today. You'll find it in your order of service, but we should also see it on the screen. If all goes well, here we are. May you live life joyous and find the miraculous. May you stay curious and rejoice in the process. May you feel the plain and live well. May you keep exploring even the dark places. May you love yourself, and until we gather again, may you love all that you love well, and so may it be. Thanks, Lily. Please be seated and enjoy Lily's beautiful postlude she's got ready for us, and then we have all kinds of delicious snacks to have with our coffee.